What's up, everybody? I'm Ryan Taljonick with Gamesradar.com, and I'm here with
Thomas Darnell.
And Thomas, let's talk about Destiny, because we've been playing the hell out of it the last 2 days.
It's pretty.
Yeah, you can see my nice little panorama view here.
Look at that depth of field right there.
But today we're going to talk about reputations in Destiny and the various factions. Now, Thomas, you, as an avid MMO connoisseur, know all about rep grinding.
Yes, I've ground out a lot of rep.
And so there are a couple of different factions in Destiny, right? Like at the start, you have access to 3. First is Mr. Master Rahul, the Crypt Dark.
The creepy eyes, man.
Yeah, he's a little goofy looking. The Woken dudes just really freak me out.
Yeah.
But anyways, so whenever there's a faction that has a reputation that you can grind, you'll see this kind of sigil-looking thing off on the side. And it tells you exactly what it does. So
I've ground out no rep for him so far.
Yeah, you have 10. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
So the cryptoarchaeology reputation. If you go to the reputation details and hover over it, it'll tell you exactly how to increase it. So you just get it by decoding engrams, those uncommon items that you get.
Yeah, it's like in Diablo, how it used to be back in the day.
Yeah, so like if you used scrolls of identification or whatever. So anytime you decrypt an item through this guy, you get more rep for the faction. So by unlocking more rep, you can buy things like this encrypted gauntlet. You can see it says it requires rank 1 of the Crypt Dark reputation. Since we're at rank 0, we currently cannot buy this. So a little bit more, Thomas, then you can...
and then he has that timer down there, too. That means, like, the items will change, right?
Yeah, the stock refresh. So every, I don't know what timers they're on. I assume maybe 24 hours. His inventory switches to a new set.
And I saw blue in there the other day, and I was like, no, I don't have the rep.
Well, maybe next time. So that's kind of how that guy works. But there are 2 other rep factions. If you just rep factions sounds a lot like red faction.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Maybe we can disintegrate things.
Now, if you just do click slide down these stairwells, you can get over to the Crucible Lord Shax.
Fuzzy shoulders.
2 X's because he's extra badass. And he's got a neat horn. Just one.
That is a cool horn.
Just one. So the Crucible obviously is the PvP arenas, like the competitive multiplayer. And they have a faction or a reputation you can grind as well.
And clearly I've done no PvP so far.
Jeez, oh Pete, you gotta get on that, dude. This is bad news. Anyways, you can buy PvP specific gear through this reputation. Now you'll see most of it requires rank 2 because it's all purple epics. Actually, yeah, I don't see any rank 1 stuff. And I don't see a stock refresh, so this must just be permanent gear that you can buy.
It works.
So you get reputation here, if you go to reputation details, earned with Crucible bounties. So let's go talk about bounties.
Bounties are.
In a second, we're going to do that. But first, you'll also notice that these things require Crucible marks. Now you get marks right here. And then you can also see it says to get Crucible marks, you earn them through competing in the Crucible. Now that you start getting those at a high level. So I think at like level 18, 20 being the cap, at level 18 you can finally start earning those marks just by playing PvP.
Oh, so you don't earn any marks before then?
Right. Yep.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't start unlocking till later. And they do that, of course, to gate you. So you can't just buy every piece of gear
right when you hit cap.
Yeah, right when you hit 18.
I'll see.
Now, before we go check out the bounties, real quick, let's check out the 3rd reputation guy.
My warlock trainer.
Yeah, it'll be whatever Vanguard for whatever class you're playing. So, Thomas, since you're a warlock, you'll talk to Ikora Ray, lead singer of the rock band Kiss, and warlock Vanguard. Okay, so you got Vanguard rep too, right?
60.
So let's see how you get this. Earned by Vanguard bounties.
Ah, yes.
So
they sent me a couple of those in the mail.
Yeah, you'll get a lot of those to the postmaster. And then, of course, you need Vanguard marks, which you get from playing strike playlists. Again, this is a level cap kind of thing. I think at level 18 you can start earning them for PvE gear, which means non-player versus player.
Do those strike playlists include the raids? Is that...
I don't know. In fact, actually, no, it does not, because it really just is a playlist of the strike missions, which are like the instanced dungeons. And so those do not include raids because you can only do those with people on your friends list. So you can't queue for them. But the Vanguard vendor also has a stock refresh. So every 24 hours or so.
I wonder if it's the epics or if it's
no, I think it's just
whites,
this.
Right?
Yeah, the epics I think are like basically set pieces.
Yeah.
So those will stay there forever. So you got marks, you got reputation, and then the thing that gets you all of those are the bounties, which we'll go check out. Oh, one other thing. The Crucible Quartermaster sells you PvP weapons.
Ooh, the robot.
And you get neat vehicles and material exchanges, all that kind of stuff. So be sure you'll probably want to pay a lot of attention to those two dudes if you're into the multiplayer kind of stuff. But let's go check out the bounty.
That's cool that it looks like it's completely separate. It didn't even look like you needed Glimmer to buy that stuff. It was purely the marks from PvP. So
Yeah, that is.
So you can only play this game PvP and not ever touch the PvE stuff, and you're perfectly fine.
Your fancy Glimmer boxes. All right, so the bounties. You go talk to the bounty tracker. And then you can pick up 5 at any given time. So these gray ones are the PvE ones, the Vanguard bounties we were talking about. These are what you'll use to get gear that makes your character more powerful for specifically killing the aliens and all that stuff. And they're pretty. Some of them are really simple to complete. Some are a little more challenging, and the rewards vary depending. So you can see some give you 100 reputation and 5,000 experience. While some will give you half of each, right?
Yeah,
it really depends on whatever the objective is. And then the red ones are the Crucible ones. These are for the PvP stuff. So
and they seem pretty challenging too.
Yeah, a lot of these
50
are
headshot kills. That's pretty.
Yeah, it's quite a few.
Yeah.
Or there will be some that's like defeat 25 hunters or kill 25 titans with grenades. Like they get like oddly specific in their objectives. But anyways, you can pick up 5 bounties at any given time. I would recommend, if you can and you want to get the most out of your rep grinding, picking up 5 of Vanguard bounties if you're doing PvE play, or pick up 5 Crucible bounties if you're planning on focusing on PvP for a bit.
Yeah, and that stock refresh will. So these will all go away once you take all 6 of those, and they won't come back until that stock refresh comes back, correct?
Yeah, and I assume too that these cycle out to different types of bounties.
Yeah.
There's not just 6 in the game. So the stock refresh will put a whole new list of bounties in here, a good mix of simple ones and difficult ones. So what you're going to want to do, though, is make sure you can complete as many of the bounties every day that you can if you're interested in hitting those reputation caps really, really quickly.
Yeah, and those experience. I mean, that's a lot of experience. 5,000 experience is
a
ton.
You'll level up pretty quick. But yeah, so reputation's a really neat way to get some of the best gear in the game. To of course increase your reputation with each of these factions, you'll need to do the appropriate bounties, and you'll want to make sure you're getting those tokens once you hit level 18 and can start acquiring those. So,
and then of course you want to make sure you dance as much as possible.
Well, dancing is just a part of life. There we go. So that'll do it for our reputation / bounty guide in Destiny. Hoping that helped some of you guys out who maybe are a little less familiar with what reputation grinding involves in MMOs. So that'll do it. Be sure to subscribe to our channel if you liked the video. We'll be doing plenty more Destiny coverage throughout the rest of the week. And check us out at Gamesradar.com.